Good morning and welcome to this episode of the James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan. This is your host, James Donald Forbes McCann, coming to you live from Wagga, and what an absolute treat it is to be here in the great city / town of Wagga. I don't know what it is. We've just arrived this morning. We were at a smaller place last night, tried to make as much ground as we could here on what I am, well, it's some combination of family holiday. And is that recording? It is. Some combination of family holiday and insane fever dream. I was quite sick for a few weeks. We had to cancel the Melbourne International Comedy Festival because it just was going to be terrible. And so I just put my family in the car and we've gone on a road trip. And the first night we got up to Renmark. The day before we came, I printed out a whole... I think I have something like 500 posters and flyers for the James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan. And I thought I would put them up at small country towns along the way. I thought we could drive. We've got some friends in Wagga, so we're going to go and see them soon and watch the footer. And then we'll see how far we get after Wagga. But my thought was that the little towns along the way, I could drop off my posters and my flyers, and then perhaps people will download them and listen to them. We scatter little seeds, and we see if anybody, we develop any spontaneous fans for the James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan. I remember Warren Buffett. He said, I think it was the hint, the trick, the investing thing you want to make a snowball is like a good incline and snow. I forget, but the point was, it's like you want to start early and have good growth, and then it'll pick up the snow, right? As I'm getting bigger, I'm a big snowball by the bottom. So according to Warren Buffett, that's what you need. And I think what he's trying to say is like it's important to have like a good prospect and to start early. So the earlier you start, the sooner you can reap the success. So my thought was, if I take these flyers and I put them up around country towns on my, through Australia, then perhaps we'll spontaneously generate some fans for the podcast. Well, maybe it'll just start low, but in 6 months they'll be telling a friend. If you keep coming through with quality podcasts like this, James, coming at you live from a Wagga skate park, then who knows what excellence awaits in but a few weeks' time. So we went through the Riverland, went to Renmark. There are some in Renmark now. Loxton has some posters. Where else? Mildura most certainly has posters for the James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan in it. And then post Mildura, there's not a lot going on. You hit the Hay Plains, and they are flat. They are just indescribably flat. That is undulating horizontalism at its finest. So flat. A man could go insane with that level of flat. I want my coffee. So it was very flat indeed. And then we got to a place called Hay, in the Hay Plains. Hay! It's called. And there was a lovely couple of ladies there. One runs a travel shop, and one has a little artsy store where people come through, like artists in residence. And wonderful. And she said they have accommodation there. So listen. It's called The Spot. It's on Instagram. I follow them now and they follow me. I would love to come back to Hay. It's like 4,000 people. Even if I can only get like 20, It's a good place to stop. You don't want to do the hay plains in one go. A man could go mad out there with small children screaming in the back of the car. And my beautiful wife, who's from New Zealand and is accustomed to mountains, I don't think fully appreciated the poetry of the flat. It's so flat, man. I'd love to go back to hay. Love to do a show in hay. On the way to Wagga Wagga, where I will be putting up more posters. Right across the mainland, we're putting up posters. And who knows, maybe we'll get a big audience here in Wagga Wagga, in the Riverina country, in Mildura, in Sunraysia. What a terrible name that is for a region, Sunraysia. Is it my wife on the drive? Sunraysia. Oh, I bet that was named by competition. And we looked it up, and it was, I think it was 1919, Sunraysia. It's growing on me. It's growing on me as a name. So we're here in Wagga now. Are we recording? Yeah, we are recording. We're here in Wagga Wagga. It's very nice. It's green. It has a mountain. A hill, at very least. I can't tell you how nice it is to see a hill. And I went out and I bought the coffee. Met my first person in Wagga. I don't think I've been outside in Wagga before. I think we drove through it once on the way to Canberra for a comedy competition once. I tell you, I make first impressions about places too quickly. That's one thing I realised. Because it's just a cafe chain. And I went to the lady behind the counter and I said, hello, can I please have a latte, a long black, cappuccino? And she was rude. She And I thought, man, people in Wagga are rude. Like, that's the one and only person I've met in Wagga. And that was my thought, oh, this must be a rude town. This must be a town full of rude people. And then it came time for me to scan my phone, and I have to do the Face ID. It has to look at my face to unlock the phone. And I said, my phone doesn't know who I am. And the lady smiled and laughed. And immediately my whole impression of Wagga Wagga turned around. And I thought, man, these people in Wagga Wagga are all right. Tough to crack, great sense of humour. They're the Scots of the Riverina region. And that's, really not fair to judge a whole town by the only person you've met in it. And yet, that's how it is. First impressions are important. It's weird. Maybe I'll make enough impressions to make up for it, but that will probably always be my view of Wagga Wagga. Where's the camera? There it is. Hello. So, my family, have they made it to, I don't know, they're here. They're here somewhere. And I'm here somewhere too. Maybe it was a mistake to cram together podcast evangelization holiday and family holiday together. I'm willing to accept that might have been a mistake. We've been doing a lot of driving. Well, I'm the one who drives. I've been doing a lot of driving each day. We packed in, 7-8 hours yesterday. Probably less than that. We did some of it at night. My hope was that they'd go to sleep on the other side of the hay plains. What is that? It's a bird. And everybody's tired. And we spent 2 nights in a motel, and kids don't like sleeping in a motel. I don't like sleeping in a motel. No one likes sleeping in a motel. Recovering from the surgery. I've taken a step back on the recovery, but boy, oh boy, it's hard to take a step forward. If you can see me walking fairly gingerly around the skate park. And then one nice thing was we got to watch some television last night. That was good. Well, people have turned up at the skate park now, so I will stop. It's been great chatting with you today on the Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan podcast. Here's an affirmation. We're going to make the most of this holiday. We're going to do absolutely the best we can with this holiday. We're going to keep trying. We're going to hang in there. We're going to get it done. What else? What's my open letter? Oh, here's an open letter to the people of Sunraysia. I'm sorry for ragging on your name. It's probably a perfectly good name. Well, I love you.